Hello, you are welcome to the channel. We are starting a series, and this is going to be part 1 of a 4-part series based on the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. And so in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you the techniques to be able to handle people. Let's get into it. The first point to note is that people don't criticize themselves. The author indicates that 99% of the time, people don't criticize themselves for anything, no matter how bad the thing is. People will always find a way to defend themselves, to find an excuse just to make themselves feel better. You wouldn't see people criticizing themselves based on anything they have done, either right or wrong. And so the author indicates that criticism is futile. It puts the person in defensive mode. The person always wants to defend their point, and criticism is dangerous. It wounds a person's pride. And so through different series of studies and experiments, as has been explained in the book, the author indicates that even animals, when they are rewarded with good things, usually learn rapidly. And this is not a different case when it comes to us people. And so when somebody does something and you reward them, or you say something good about the fact that they have done this thing, or that they're able to learn quickly and they want to do more things to be able to receive praises from you, because most of us, or all of us, usually have this want of wanting to feel important, or seeing other people think, or other people thinking you are an important person. And so the author says that when we try to criticize people, we actually don't make any lasting impacts of them actually changing, but it incurs resentment in them, and the people resent us. And so don't condemn people. Sometimes try to understand why people behave the way they do. Don't try to complain, just understand, because everybody wants to feel a sense of importance. Therefore, be more understanding of people, be more tolerant, be more kind to people. And the principle here is that don't criticize, don't complain, and don't condemn. Please, if you are getting value from this video, kindly subscribe to the channel. As I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, smash the like button. Let's continue. The second principle I want us to discuss is the big secret in dealing with people. The author indicates that there's only one way under heaven, on earth, anywhere, to get anybody to do anything for you. And do you know what that thing is? He says there's just one way, and that one way is making the person want to do it. He says to remember there's no other way. The only way is that make the person want to do the thing you want them to do. Yes, there are other ways where you force people. You can put a weapon on someone's head and force them to give you the money in their account. You can tell your child that if you don't do the assignments, I'm going to whip you. You can forcefully, maybe even threaten an employee that if you don't do the work according to this, I'm going to fire you. But those things usually are not positive things. But the one way to get somebody to do something for you is making the person wants to do it for you. Author indicates that there are things most people want in life: health and the preservation of life, food, sleep, money, and the things money can buy. The life after. People, there are people who care about that. He says, and one of the most important things is the feeling of importance. That is one thing most people want in life, for people to think that they're important. And this feeling makes people to build houses and live in big houses that is too big for them to live in. This feeling makes people to buy the latest car, wear the most designer of dresses, buy the latest shoe, the latest smartphone, the latest computer. The feeling of importance makes people to want to have certain things in life. The author indicates that 95% of the time we are thinking about ourselves, which was very shocking to me. Most of the time when you are living your life, you feel like other people are thinking about you, and people's focus are on you, and they are watching you. You know, the spotlight effect is like every move you do, people are watching you. But actually, that is not the case. Mostly people think about themselves than any other person. We are always thinking about ourselves. How do I make more money for myself? How do I do this? How do I marry right? How do I do this? How can I sleep? Just so many things. We are focused on ourselves than we are about people. And so the author says that if for a while we stop thinking about ourselves and focus on the good things in other people, and we are able to always appreciate them for what they do and all of that, then we are making those people feel important, and they can always do anything you want them to do, because they know that you appreciate them and you make them feel important. One of the deepest desires of people. And so the author says that one of the most neglected virtues of our daily existence is appreciation. We forget to appreciate our children for bringing a good report home. home. We forget to appreciate our employees for the work they have done. We forget to appreciate our spouses for the things they do for us daily. And so if we are able to focus on appreciating people, making them feel important, making them feel wanted, then they'll always do the things we want them to do for us. So the principle here is that give a good appreciation. The third principle I want us to discuss is something the author talks about, which is very important. He says if you want to influence people, you should talk about the things they want and show them how to get it. And so remember this point anytime you try to get somebody to do something for you. So let's say even in giving, for example, yes, giving is good, but at that point the feeling of giving was for you important than even the money that you would have spent on yourself. So you give money to a poor who cannot pay you. You give money to, the feeling of helping people is what you want. So people usually care about what they want than what other people think they should do and all that. And so the next time you are dealing with people, try to look at how can I make this person want this thing more. It's not about forcefully putting things in people's head, but making them understand that if they do this, it will benefit more than they think it will benefit others. So the secret to all of this is that always try to get to view things from the person's point of view, right? Somebody wants to be a doctor, your child wants to be a doctor. You have to make them understand that to be a doctor, you have to study. It's not about forcefully saying study. If not, you won't be a doctor. But you said you want to be a doctor. To be a doctor, these are the things and the things you'll be able to benefit from, and that means you have to study from that thing. And so try to understand things from people's points of view. This is just the introductory part of the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Kindly share this with somebody to learn about the ability of making friends and all of that. And next, I'll bring you part 2 from this incredible series. Please like this video, please subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to link a video here which will be very helpful to you. Do check up on it. Until later, bye.